What's happening? What's happening, everybody? Just let me pin this comment to the chat. The comment is pinned to the chat. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat for anybody that wants to pull up, ask a question. Anybody that want to pull up and share anything. The link is in the chat. Let's go ahead and get right into it, man. Let's not dilly or dally. First of all, I'd like to welcome y'all to the price action recap for October 17th, 2022. Yeah. What's going on, man? How everybody doing tonight? Hopefully everybody had a prosperous day. Hopefully everybody yes, Lou. That's what the link is for. That's what the link is for, Lou. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. Before we get into who in the chat, man, y'all see Spidey hanging out back here, man. Spidey, I'm trying to get my camera together. Y'all see Spidey hanging out back there. What's up, Spidey? If it's your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbit, I like to say welcome. If it's not your first time tuning in and you're a faithful member of the gang like Spidey, y'all come hang out every single day. I like to say welcome and thank you. It's a wonderful thing for you to choose to be here with me. I'm just a dude from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, man, that learned the skill, and I get on Al Gore's internet and tell people what I learned and tell people what I see and tell people what I'm watching in the hopes that it gives somebody their aha moment. That's why I do what I do, man. All I ask you to do is press the like button. I don't charge. I do it for the free 99. I come out here and hang out with y'all. I have a great time. Y'all just don't know how much this means to me just to hang out with y'all every day. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we family, except for that person that pulled up and let the bird out the cage. But we ain't going to talk about that. We're going to put that over there. We're going to put that in the box, right along my mama titties. And we're going to throw that. We're going to Jock Cousteau that. Who know where that come from? Who know where that come from? Hey, let's see who in the chat, man. Press the like button for me, man. I ain't on no other social media. I don't promote nothing on no other social media. It's not about growing this channel. It's not about monetizing. It's all about trying to get it to as many cousins as possible. So please hit the like button. Somebody told me if you press the like button, YouTube think that y'all like the video and then it show the video to other people. So hit the like button so other cousins can get this free information. Especially when I start putting out these pre-recorded videos, please hit the like button and share those because those going to be small bite-sized chunks and they're going to be more education focused. Like this is a this is a that. This is how you do this and this is how you do that. You can get with this or you can get with that. Or you can get with this or you can get with that. Who know where that come from? I'm throwing them out there tonight. Who in the chat? What's up, Aloysius? Hey, y'all hold on for a second. I got to holler at Aloysius. Hey, Aloysius, stop doing that. Your mom watching. What's up, Aloysius' mom watching? What's up, here to learn and share? Rhonda Green. What's going on, Rhonda Green? Like I said, the link is in the chat. It should be pinned to the top. I think it's like a blue color. It's pinned to the top. Is posted by me and pinned to the top. The link is in the chat if anybody want to pull up. Cool it now. Watch out. Cool it in the building. Who that is? Trevor. What's going on, Trevor? What's going on, Trevor? Lou. What's happening? Lou already hollered at you. Get off my screen, Lou. What's up, Audrey? What's going on, Audrey? Who that? Oh, that's my sweetie pulling up. What's up, Angela? Shout out Reclaiming My Time. Hey, I appreciate y'all for showing Reclaiming My Time love the other night when we was on live together. As far as I saw, it was about 10 or 11 of y'all that went over there and showed her YouTube page love. I appreciate that. She one of us. She a cousin just like us. She a part of this FI movement. This FI movement, financially independent early. Forget about retire, financially independent early. That FI movement. You hear me? What's up, Sam B? What's going on, Tradition? Tradition, I ain't been seeing you in a long time, man. You pop up every blue moon. You hurt my feelings. Lords of the Underground. Nah, man. That wasn't Lords of the Underground. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was Lords of the Underground. You right. I'm sorry. You got that one on me. Lords of the Underground. Yes. Engine number 9. Yes, it was Lords of the Underground. I jollipies. It was the, but you still ain't told me who said we gonna put that in the box along with my mama titties and we gonna throw that in the ocean. We gonna jock stow that. You still ain't told me where that come from. You still ain't told me where that come from. What's up, Zay? What's happening, Zay? Engine number 9. That's Black Sheep. That ain't no Lords of the Underground. It's Black Sheep. Get off my live, cool it. It's Black Sheep. Talk about some Lords of the Underground. That ain't no Lords of the Underground. Man, my mama used to love that song when I was little. When you was little, look how he gonna try me. Get off my live, Zay. What's up, Christopher? Will Smith. That's it. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. You on it tonight, Cooler, except for that Lords of the Underground. You redeemed yourself with that right there. Oh, I've been missing you. I jollipies. Hey, he'll learn shit. Get out the way. I can't see Tranisha sitting in the back there. She in the back. Hey, Tranisha, come up here to the front. Come up here to the front. I want to tell you something. The choice is yours. You can get with this or you can get with that. Hey, man, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Oh, what's up, Lil Hawk? That's the last one. I'm going to get into it now. That's the last one. Let's go over here. And I didn't even share my screen. Okay, share the screen. Add to stream. Let's look at the price action for today. Let's see what we have done. Oh, y'all know what? Before we get into the price action, y'all know I like to share with y'all whenever Dustin drops some stuff, you know what I'm saying? When he drops something, some statistical stuff behind when people say, you know, is this happening? Is that happening? Why do we do this? Why do we do that? Y'all know Dustin, that's my financial advisor. He's a statistics geek. If he ain't got statistics to back it up, he ain't gonna speak on it, right? So I guess, you know what I'm saying, he been seeing online or some other clients or just people in the community in general. Everybody want to know when is the bottom end? When is the bottom end? And he, you know what I'm saying, he always let you know, don't nobody know when the bottom end, but he did a bit on the closing beat today. He had a nice little data-driven thing to show different points that, you know what I'm saying, people look at when it comes to is the market bottom end. And y'all know everything about the stock market and trading and investing. I ain't gonna say everything. This little Timmy Rogers talking now. Most of it is self-fulfilling prophecy. Just like if you trade chart patterns, if the majority of the people trade in chart patterns, the chart patterns gonna work. If you trade in trend lines, if the majority of the people trade in trend lines, the trend lines gonna work. If you trade in EMAs, if the majority of the people trade in EMAs, the EMAs gonna work. Most of the stuff is self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Self-fulfilling prophecy. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead to the YouTube video. I jollipies because I didn't go through and get the timestamps. I didn't get the timestamps because he immediately today was like, hey, I'm a little bit all over the place. I don't have my notes in order, but I'm gonna try to skim through it and try to find the information, you know what I'm saying, where he was putting out the statistical data showing when markets potentially bottom or have bottomed or whatever. So let me share my screen the right way so y'all can hear the audio. And then we gonna go. Wait a minute, I got to get to the video first. Hold on. Because if I don't get to the video first, y'all still won't be able to hear the audio. History. Let me go to my history. Where's Dustin at? Right here. Did the stock market just hit bottom? Okay, this the video right here. Now let me go in here. Did the stock market? That's the video right there. Boom. Add it to the stream. Unmute this.
Win. It's that simple.
Somebody put a one in the chat if you can hear the audio.
Learn more at Treasury.com.
We scale back the Fed, okay, raise rates all they want, but until we stop spending money, that's, you know, that's what's going to happen. It's important that the S&P, the standout there, the solid We don't have to go through.
Okay,
each one of
appreciate that.
them and try to
Appreciate that.
go over it. The bottom line is,
And like I let you,
loan
like I told you,
originations
I
are
don't
down.
know where it is, so I got to
A
find it.
little bit less profit and wealth management divisions, but everything else more than made up for that. Net interest income. There's some like phone scam going around. Is there some catastrophe in some other state or something? Are people feeling edgy? Are they feeling a little happy, greedy, overexcited, things
I
like
don't know if
that?
this is it.
And basically, you look at this. We're looking at the market going, I see the discount and I want to get a good price. I'm optimistic about
It's
getting a
different.
good price
It's different
in
parts.
the short
So
term.
it's a few
But
different
I'm
parts
still
that he do.
pessimistic in the long term. That's the general feel from what I get from everybody is the world is in trouble and oh my gosh, the decisions we're making today are going to hurt down the road. But in the meantime, right. But do we have like on our site, can someone just say, I just want the weekly email. I don't care what you guys do. If there is, you're welcome to join. But if not, we'll look into that for you. Because I went through, this is what it looks like. It's a little jumbled up at the moment. I'll try to make it a little bit better for you. In the portal, you could see previous archived, points there. But I took a different approach, and I took the approach from the old Satchmo. Anybody know who Satchmo is? Satch. I said, well, he's got a great song. What a wonderful world. And I said, well, let me take a look at the other things that I see. From that song, he says, I see, and he sings a song, right? I can't quite do the voice. So I'm like, I want to show you all the things that I see not happening, right? Because the market's essentially pricing in 2008, right? I've shown that in numerous different ways here. So anyways, I took a look around. I started pointing out things that I see that are not happening to make this a horrible thing to be afraid of there. And so I was trying to find good reasons why we could be, getting into market, getting adjusted, getting things done there. One good thing here that I'll share with you. Maybe I can blow this up in some fancy way. Go like that, maybe, so you can see the chart there. 36% of all Fridays this year down 1% or more. I wouldn't have known that until I did this. 36.5% of all Fridays down 1% or more. Isn't that crazy? That's a record, by the way. 2008, 2009, some of these tough years, if you're, the most recent really tough years there, 28%. So hands down, Friday has been the worst day of the year so far. But losing more than 1%, 36.5% of the time, that's not a forward-looking data point there. That's actual. That's how things are going right now. My goodness, man. I thought that was crazy. Anyways, told you I was going to bounce around a little bit there. Right? So then we could show like a composite. I'm just trying to find good things here, right? So I said, well, let's look the data. Let's take the average performance of every day, right? So then we could show like a composite chart each year, like how would it do average. And then let's segment that through presidential cycles. Let me just show you. So here's what we've got on the screen here. So this is in year one of a presidential cycle, irrelevant of what calendar year it is. This is year one, average performance of day number one of the president taking over, second day, third day, all over, right? Here's year two, year three, year four, right? So this is the average performance in every single year during an election cycle. The red dot, that's exactly where we're at right now, right? There's another positive thing there. We're getting to the end of what is the worst month or year for presidential cycles. We're getting into that home stretch there. So we've got all these good things going. Best 90-day period in the market ever there. We got presidential election cycle going on there. I'm going to bounce around, show one more quick thing here. We also have sentiment at an absolute historical low, which, by the way, lesson of the day. This is for Carrie out there. Carrie was asking about this earlier. Lesson of the day. Consumer sentiment is a contrarian indicator, but only when it's bearish, right? So you can run the data any way you want. If you didn't know, consumer sentiment, the University of Michigan puts this out. It's a survey that they do. It's the longest standing survey that they do. And they're gauging sentiment. Well, we right now are more bearish almost than we've ever been. We actually were just more bearish than we've ever been. This chart's going to scare you a little bit. Hang with me. So in black, we have consumer sentiment, meaning from the bearish side. The higher the black line, the more bearish people are. This was more fun than me just showing you the consumer sentiment numbers and going, just take it for what it is. The lower the black line, the less bearish. Doesn't mean we're bullish. The less bearish we are. So for example, right here, over here, sorry. Looks like about 2014 was, in this time period, the least bearish that we've been. We are over here. We just came off being the most bearish we've ever been. That is historically a contrarian indicator. And to do that, to illustrate it, I looked at every time the bearish sentiment hit a new high. That's the last time right there. What happened? That was absolutely at the bottom. I can't fudge that number. They're absolutely at the bottom. Let's go over here. This is where it had previously made a new high, right? You got to pretend this data didn't exist yet. So new high, where was that? The exact bottom. I'm pointing like you can see me. Where was this right here when we hit a new high? Now this, granted, the market was doing probably just okay there, right? The exact bottom, right? Where were we over here? Oh, okay, not the exact bottom, right? So look at how contrarian that actually is. When we're most bearish, we want to be in the stock market, right? Or at least thinking about it, right? Most bearish now, market's falling apart. So there's another thing. So I'm just trying to add things to it to go, before I had nothing. We've done months and months of these daily videos, and I had nothing. No way to tell you that this was a good time to buy the market. Just quietly sitting here going, I got nothing. I don't know what to tell you. So now that's changing a little bit. And I wanted to show that to Kerry because I told him I would there. And so that is that's your lesson of the day, by the way. A little more advanced way to show this, but you guys can handle it. I'm comparing the small cap 600 relative PE ratio to the S&P 500. In other words, all we're doing here is saying, if this line is low or falling, the small cap 600 is trading cheaper than the S&P 500, right? If the line is trending higher, then the small cap 600 is trading more expensive than the S&P 500. So right now we're 30% cheaper than the S&P 500. In other words, it's a valuation buy, right? It's a discount from a valuation standpoint. But I'll add to that, what's the best performing index of all time? Annualized, right? So if you're saying today's sensitive environment, but you used to say, Tina's got me locked down. There's nothing I can do. Tina's got me in a cage, or I'm in the doghouse, or whatever. What happened was, people, now we're switching to Tara. So you're all very, fine and nothing wrong with it. But meaning you got bonds yielding no other choice but to be invested in the stock market, to being, I can put my cash in bonds. I'm going to try to do this. I'll get this fit a little bit better. Trying to make it so you can see everything there. All right. 4.5, 4.48, and 4.31. That's the 2-year Treasury rate at the moment. So you can get 4.48%. You can get, for 6 months, it's an annualized number, but you can get 4.3%. 1-year Treasury, 4.5%. Typically, these, the shorter the duration, the cheaper it is. But down here, you see the 20-year Treasury, 1.6, and 10-year Treasury, 1.5. Usually these are above this. That's why they say we're inverted. And that's a very simple thing, because what they're doing, what's happening is the risk is more in the short term and less in the long term. Typically, the longer you loan somebody money, there's more risk that something happens to them and they choose not to pay you back. If you loan them money for 6 months, there's a reasonable expectation that you're going to get paid back in full. It should be no problem. You loan them money for 20 years, you go, well, not only am I missing out on potential growth, but there's inflation in there, and I don't know if you're going to pay me back. You charge them more, right? That's Bonds 101, just simplified so the kids can understand too, right? So now we've got Tara. There are reasonable alternatives. That's a new mindset. That's going to help the bond market. So when we look at the bond market and go, okay, I get it. There's a lot of Fed stuff happening right now. I may not want to be just diving in there just at the moment. But Tara, oh man, Tara is enticing the bond market, right? It's over here. This is an idea. This is, I can get 4.5% or something like that. So look for that shift. That'll help bonds give a little bit of a boost there. And that's all I was really trying to say in my long-winded old age. But that's what's going on.
Yep, that's what's going on. Yep, but yeah, man, I just want to what's up, Tim Dog? What's up, Kareem? Y'all slid up in here. I just want to share that with y'all, man. I try to, whenever Dustin be dropping statistical stuff, you know what I'm saying, when it relates to the stock market and he have like some pretty cool charts, I just try to share it with y'all. And you know what I'm saying, because everybody not just trying to day trade, everybody not, you know, you got people that's actually managing their own long-term portfolios. So, you know what I'm saying, whenever he dropping gems based off statistics like that, then it's based off of data that, you know what I'm saying, he done pulled and put into a little chart. I like to share that with y'all, and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, y'all got something out of that. Y'all say y'all be appreciating when I be sharing that stuff with y'all. So I watched that video today before I went and picked up Tempted, and I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a good one. That's a good one. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. Let's get in. Let's see what's going on with the ES, right? What's up, C-Walk? What's going on? So looking at where we at, man, it looked like all steam ahead for at least these the top of our box, right? It looked like all steam ahead for at least the top of our box. We pretty much went straight up until lunchtime. Then we consolidated for the rest of the day, and then now and during the Asian, we're still going straight up. It looked like, oh man, y'all can't even see the screen, man. Let me because I got to share it different when I be playing the audio. Okay, it's on the same screen for me, but I have to share it different so y'all can hear the audio. So again, like I said, like we talked about earlier today, I just cleaned my charts up, took a whole bunch of that stuff off because I, you know, when it be a bunch of, it be real busy. I don't be liking all that busy stuff on there. Shout out to homie Zay. Clean charts. Okay, so like we talked about earlier this morning, man, we just went straight up all night, and then after the market open, we went pretty much straight up until lunch. Well, actually till like 11 o'clock, and then we started to consolidate in a big range, and then after lunch, we started to consolidate in a smaller range. That's pretty much all we did all day long today. We just went up. It looked like it's full steam ahead right now for at least the top of our box. What I'm looking forward to see, right? Because I just like price action to, you know, show me what it gonna do. What I want to see is how is it going to react when we get to this volume imbalance, this daily volume imbalance right up here. I don't know if y'all can really see that on y'all screen. Let me brighten that up just a little bit. Put that at 10, and then I'll put the outline. Oh, the outline is at 50 already. Line. There you go. Can y'all see that any better? Let me this hourly fair value gap right here. Let me hide that hourly fair value gap real quick. Okay, now boom. Because we had got to that hourly fair value gap before when we retraced back down. I just still had it on there because we didn't like complete it all the way. But I want to see how we're going to act when we get to this imbalance, right? Will we get to this imbalance and then come back down to a discount? Right? Will this be? Let's watch the price action to see if it gives us a typical bearish week where we go up on Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday and Thursday make a big move down, Friday kind of chill out, or you know what I'm saying, Wednesday start to come down, Thursday and Friday finish the move off. You know what I'm saying? Will that be this week? Or will this, since we blast off so much on Monday, will this be the high of the week? I doubt that scenario because we seem like we're full steam ahead for these highs. But the only thing that I'm really watching is right here. We're getting close to this rejection block right there on the 60-minute. We're getting very close to this rejection block here. just map out this rejection block right here. We got a rejection block right there. That rejection block is the bottom of, no, it's not. It's close to the imbalance. The rejection block completes the top of our box, right? So we're getting close to that rejection block right there. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and leave that rejection block on there. Copy this. Put this down here. And I don't have a template for a rejection block, so I'm just going to make something real quick. We're going to go with, I'm not going to put a line because I want to see, I'm not going to put an outline because I want to be able to see my box top. So I'm going to go with transparent for the outline. Transparent. And then it's a hourly rejection block, but I want to be able to know that it's a rejection block. So I'm just going to make it red. So I'll know that it's a rejection block right there. Okay, no. Now I can still see the top of my box and I know, okay, boom, we coming up on a rejection block right there. But it seems like we're full steam ahead for these highs. It doesn't, and the reason why I say that is because looking at our dealing range, right? Let's just look back for these 60-minute candles, but we get the gist of it. It's just, you know, a lot of noise on the screen right now. So looking at what we've done from October the 2nd, right? Well, let's say, yeah, October the 3rd. October the 3rd, we started this market maker sell model right here, right? For anybody who don't know what I'm talking about, go look at the ICT videos, talk about market maker sell models and market maker buy models. Pretty much you have on the market maker sell model, you got a buy side where you go up, and then you got a sell side where you go down. And you typically, the market typically in the sell model and the buy models, they typically attack opposing liquidity. Meaning when we left here on the 3rd, we got sell side liquidity up under these lows right over here where I'm moving the mouse, right? So we went up, took out all this buy side as high as the algos wanted to go for whatever reason, right? Then we started our descent, right? It wasn't a straight line up. We, you know, went up, went down, went up, went down, went up, went down, went up, went down, went big down, went big up, down, and then it wasn't a straight line down. Went up, went down, went out, went consolidated some, and then right over here on the 13th, bow, we completed the model when we attack this sell side liquidity, right? We attack that sell side liquidity, and look at the market reaction when we attack that sell side liquidity. And one day we came down off of the news, attacked the sell side liquidity that we had been targeting ever since we started back here on October the 3rd, and then started our descent on October the 6th. So it took us 3 days to get to the top. 3 trading days. Was it 3 trading days? Was it consistent trading days? 3 days. So October, yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We made it there in 4 trading days, and then started our descent, and then we cleared the lows out on October 13th, and it took us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trading days to complete the sell side of the sell model, right? And look at the reaction. We came down, ran the sell side liquidity, right? We engineered liquidity for a long time, and though it took us from the 7th to the 13th, so from the 6th, from the 6th, we dropped in 1 day, and then from the 7th, the 9th, we dropped in 2 days, the 6th and the 7th, and then from the 9th to the 13th, we consolidated, and then we dropped on the 13th. So it took us 5 days to complete, but it was a 3-day thing. So it was 2 days drop, 3 days consolidation, 1 day's drop, or, you know what I'm saying, 2.5 day consolidation, 1 day drop. Boom. So, you know what I'm saying? But once we went down, look at the reaction. We immediately reversed and came back up the exact same day after we completed the market maker sell model. We immediately reversed, right, and broke structure to the upside on this hourly candle right here. We closed above this breaking structure, right? Broke structure to the upside, and once we broke structure to the upside, now that was the 13th. So between the 14th, which was Sunday, was it? No, the 14th was Friday. So between Friday, Sunday, and Monday. So between Friday, Sunday, and Monday, Friday, we went up, right? Hit this, you know what I'm saying? Hit this fair value gap up here, and then retraced back down and came back down into, and as y'all remember, we had this big hourly order block right here, and we had it was a 4-hour order block and a daily order block all in that same spot right there, the same spot. We got a 4-hour order block right there that we had traded through and came back down to, and then I think it was a daily also. So we had confluence on the order blocks coming back down into them right there. So we came back down into all of them. We went up and came back down into it right there on the 14th. So came back into them order blocks. Now, once we did all of that, right, this is when we ran the lows. This is when we broke structure. This is when we came back into the order blocks. Now today, right, today, what did we do today after we did all of that? Today, Sunday night, we gapped down right to the low of Friday, right? We gapped down to Friday's low, tapped that side of the external liquidity, just a hint, real quick hint, and then we slowly marched up from then into 1600. We never retraced back down. Never retraced back down. We had like slight pullbacks, but we never had a real retracement, where when I say retracement, I mean we come up, break structure to the downside, and then go back up. You see what I'm saying? We just slowly crept up the whole time. Never had any kind of retracement. Had slight pullbacks, you know what I'm saying, on lower time frames. Yeah, we had, but on the hourly, we just classic algo repricing all night long. I'm telling you, but I'm dropping them today. So that is why I say it looks like we are full steam ahead for at least the top of our box. But I really have my eyes on this daily volume imbalance. And if I didn't call that a volume imbalance earlier, I'm sorry. But if you don't understand what a volume imbalance is, that's something else that I learned from ICT. Any candle, and I just call it a daily because these are daily candles. Any two candles where the bodies don't overlap, like this down close candle right here and this down close candle right here, it don't matter what color they are. These two green ones, that was a volume imbalance in between those, where the bodies don't touch and the wicks overlap. Like if there was no wick in between here, that'd just be a complete gap, a complete void, a complete liquidity void, a complete gap, a complete nothing happened there. But when the wicks overlap but the bodies don't touch, ICT calls that a volume imbalance because the bulk of the volume is contained in the bodies of the candles, and when the bodies don't overlap, he calls this a volume imbalance. And those act as magnets on price, just like fair value gaps, just like full gaps, just like, you know what I'm saying, any type of gap acts as a magnet to price. And right now it looks like we're heading to that volume imbalance. You know what I'm saying? But we got other PDAs that's in the way. We got this liquidity, this rejection block right here, this hourly rejection block right here. We got a weekly high right there. That's a PDA, right? We got this volume imbalance. That's a PDA. This is an external PDA. This is an internal PDA. What, Tim? What's the difference? I'm glad you asked that question, little Timmy Rogers. The difference between the external and internal is just the dealing range that you're watching. This is our current dealing range that we're watching from last week's high to today's low. That's our current dealing range that we're watching right there. And looking at that, I need to adjust my equilibrium line. I need to adjust my equilibrium line. Why is my equilibrium line off? I don't know why my equilibrium line. Why is my equilibrium line off? I don't know. Did it get moved or something? Did this get changed? Yeah, it did. That because I remember changing that to 61.25. How did it get back up there? How did that get back up there? I don't know. Anyway, let me put this where it go. All right, boom. There you go. So external liquidity. What I mean by external liquidity is, get out of that fib. External liquidity. So our dealing ranges in between. Y'all can't even see that line either. Can y'all see that? I can't see that on the screen. Let me brighten that up for y'all. I don't think y'all can see that line up there. That's not even visible. There it is. Okay, hopefully y'all can see it now. Okay, so that's the top of the box, that bluish line right there. That's the bottom of the box, that greenish line. Any PDAs inside the box, the bottom of the box and the top of the box, that's internal liquidity because it's inside the dealing range. Any PDAs that's outside of the box, that's external liquidity because it's outside of the dealing range. The path of least resistance for the algos is taking out the PDAs within the dealing range, right? And so today, what we did today, once we started down here in the discount, right? And once we broke through, if you notice how the price action moved, what the price action did, the price action broke the dealing range. The algos broke the dealing range down into quadrants, right? As ICT called them. They broke it down into quadrants. Well, Tim, what's quadrants? I'm glad you asked that question, little Timmy Rogers, right? So now this is our dealing range, right? We got it broke down in half. We got it broke down into half right now, right? The top half is the premium. The bottom half is the discount, right? When you break it down into quadrants, right? You come into the premium and you go from the high, right? The high of your box down to the equilibrium, right? Y'all know my ADD ain't gonna let me not put that on the right spot, right? I mean, my OCD ain't gonna not let me put that on the right spot. So we're gonna put that exactly on the top, and we're gonna put that exactly at 25, where it don't really have to be, but I got to. And then the equilibrium for the premium is, what does that say? I can't make that out. I can't really see that. Let me move this up here. All right, so 36, 97, 75. So now you have it broke down. Now let me do the same thing for the discount. I'll move this line over so it's not so weird. What's the day? The 17th. Okay, boom. Why is that? Today the 17th, right? Yeah. Okay, so now let me put one. And then for the bottom half, you go and do the same thing in the discount, right? So you go down to the low, right? You go to the low, and then you put it to the equilibrium of the overall. And then that's the discount. That's equilibrium for the bottom for the discount. So now you got it broke down in quadrants. So in the premium, the overall premium, you got the top from this yellow line up to the top. That I'll make this red so it ain't confusing. So we're gonna make the overall equilibrium. We're gonna make it a white line, right? The overall equilibrium, a white line, and we're gonna make it fat, right? And fat and dotted. So this is the overall equilibrium for the entire dealing range, right? This top half above this white line is the premium. I can't get that. Hopefully y'all can see that blue line up there, right? Below the white line is the discount, right? So now when you break it down into quadrants, now you got 1, 2, 3, 4 sections, quadrants, quarters. When you break it down into quarters, now you got a premium and a discount contained inside the premium, right? And you got a premium and a discount contained inside the discount. So today, this morning, when we opened up, now let's go back down to hourly candles, right? Go back down to hourly candles and let's look at it. Today, when we opened up in a discount, right? So we pushed up into the premium of the discount, pushed back down into the discount of the discount, and then pushed up, right? All the way up until we got into the premium of the overall move, right? Once we got into the premium of the overall move, we moved into the premium of the premium. And then we moved back down to the discount of the premium. And then we moved back up and consolidated where? At equilibrium, right? And we also, you see right here, we consolidated at equilibrium for a little bit of time. Price likes to consolidate at equilibrium. We consolidated at equilibrium inside the premium, right? And to take it one step further, right? Let's break it down one step further. You know how we always, when we go from, you know what I'm saying, price levels to different price levels to all that right there, right? So we came over here. We man. So we came up here and we came to right there. We came up into the premium. Lord, I can't even talk. I can't even think. Let me get myself together. Cheese and rice. Can't even think. All right. So we came here. We came down to an hourly order block, right? And we're in the discount. Boom. We had an hourly order block that we take off from. Hit this hourly order block, right? And then we come up here to the 15-minute, right? And we pushed up to a 15-minute fair value gap in the premium. So we left a discount PDA on the hourly level, pushed up to a premium PDA on the 15-minute level, right? And also, once we got to the premium discount on the 15-minute level, right? Then we sold off and we stopped at, boom, we stopped at a discount PDA in the top quadrant. Instead of coming all the way back down into the discount for the overall move, we stopped at the discount in the top quadrant and started to push back up, right? So that's what price did today. Just tried to break it down in a more systematic, algorithmic fashion to let y'all know, you know what I'm saying, exactly where we are right now as far as the price action. And again, why I say, you know, I got our eyes are on this volume imbalance up here, right? God dog it. I really don't need that line anyway. I'm just gonna delete it. All eyes are on that volume imbalance right there. See how we react overnight and see how we react, you know what I'm saying, once we get up here to this volume imbalance, this rejection block. I'm sorry, this rejection block, these this weekly high and this volume imbalance up there. All eyes are on that. We could very well hit this rejection block and turn around. We could very well hit these equal highs and turn around, because if you look right here, I'm not equal highs. This high right here will complete a lower time frame market maker buy model. Sell down, buy up. It started here. Once we run these highs, that will complete this smaller market maker buy model right there, right? And then if you look at the larger buy model coming from here, right, coming back all the way back up to there, will complete this larger buy model. Because there can be smaller, like this small sell model that's inside there. You know what I'm saying? You got a small buy model that's inside there. You can have multiple, you know what I'm saying, sell models and buy models within the bigger, you know what I'm saying, scope of things, like, because everything is fractal. But I just want to try to break it down a little bit more detailed, if you will. Let's go over here and let's get us a like check real quick. Let's get us a like check real quick. What the likes looking like? What the likes looking like? Where we at? 34 likes. How many people on here? 49 people on here. Not a bad ratio. If you ain't hit the like button, hit the like button for me. That's not a bad. We got 49 on here and we got 36 likes. I appreciate that. Not a bad ratio. If you ain't hit the like button, hit the like button for me. I appreciate that. They say the algos like when y'all hit the like button and the algo show it to other people, and that way we can get other cousins to come in here and get this free information and add different things to their toolbox. It's all about having different tools to reach for in your toolbox. You know what I'm saying? You need to have some fundamental tools. You need to have some technical tools. You need to have some discipline tools. You need to have some strategic tools. You need all these different tools in your back utility belt so you can pull them out and fire when need be. Let me see what y'all talk about in the chat. I see the ones. Okay, Sanjay, what's up, Sanjay? What's up, Kareem? When you pulled up in here, I saw Seawalk. I appreciate that. I had caught that. She said not seeing the chart. I caught it quick that time. Appreciate that. Yeah, man, I've been deleting stuff too. Keep it simple. Yeah, clean charts. Ali the GOAT, what's happening? Appreciate that. That was a beautiful sermon. Appreciate that. Cool it. I'm glad you ain't being a hater tonight. Hey, man, that's all I got. Do anybody got anything? Like I say, the link is pinned at the top. How do we use those tools again? That's how you use them. What's up, Stacks, man? What's up with you? What's up with you, man? Hey, I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me, man. The link pinned at the top of the chat. If anybody want to pull up and ask anything, if anybody want to pull up and share anything, excuse me, the link is at the top of the chat. Y'all already know how I do. I'm just a dude from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I don't feel like I know everything. You know what I'm saying? I just do this to show people what a full-time trader would do in any situation. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying I'm right. I ain't saying I'm wrong. I'm just showing you the stuff that I learned and the stuff that I apply on a daily basis. This is the stuff that I use in real life. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you if you want to add it to your back utility belt so you can pull that thing out. Hey, John Wayne, is that you? Is this me? Who know what that come from? I bet y'all don't know where that one come from. Is that you, John Wayne? Is this me? Hey, what's going on, Stacks? Hey, look here, Ramon. What's going to the moon, Ramon? We about to go to the moon. Ramon said we going to the moon. We going to the moon. Hold on, that ain't Ramon. Yeah, that's Roman. You know what? I be saying your name wrong every time because there's a Ramon, but you Roman. I be tearing your name up. I jalapies. I'm sorry about that. Hey, I don't see nobody pulling up. I don't know why Tranisha laughing. I don't see nobody pulling up. I don't see no questions in the box. So we gonna go ahead and call it. Y'all know what I don't be trying to end it on a somber note, man. But life is too short. Speaking of life is too short. Oh, my cheese. And y'all let me sit up here without the soul glow. I've been on here the whole time. I'm going to turn on the soul glow while I tell y'all about this this incident that me and my family had. Y'all know how I always be talking about life is too short. Ain't nobody promised tomorrow. Me and my sweetie going to pick up Timothy, right? Hey, bro, they say someone from Fort Lauderdale, Florida won a lotto. I ain't in Fort Lauderdale. So I don't know. So we going to pick up Timothy, right? And we by the library. We sitting at the light by the library, and it's a kid walking, coming from the library. And my sweetie was like, man, I never knew that sidewalk was right there that, go all the way up to the library. And I was like, oh, you didn't? You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at her like this. I'm like, you didn't. Then the light turned green. And then I'm talking to her, talking to Timothy. The light turned green. And she was like, and I was like, what in the world wrong with you? And she was like, that kid. And so when I looked, the kid that was walking, he just has stepped in the street right in front of a car. The car like, and so I'm thinking he's trying to go that way, right? So I let my foot off the brake and I'm like, man, that kid almost got hit. And then he walked in front of my truck. I hit the brakes, I blew the horn, and he was like, he stopped, and I'm thinking he's going to stop. And then he kept going. And then so the truck next to me slammed on brakes. So I rolled my window down and I'm like, hey, the light green. You can't walk. It's green. You can't walk. And so he started running. And I'm like, come back. Come back. And I'm talking about we own like a 6-lane highway, not an expressway, but like a big busy. I don't know if y'all got busy like highways in y'all city, but we on a 6-lane street, and this kid is running across traffic that has the green light. So everybody, and he out there like he throwing Heisman poses, running through traffic like this. Everybody, like my heart beating. My sweetie over there like, oh my God. And the lady in the truck next to me, the lady, she's sitting here like this. This all I see. She said, I'm like, what just happened? But anyway, I shared that story to say he made it safe. He got across the street. And then once he got across the street, he started running against traffic in a cross street. And then he cut across and got on the sidewalk. So he made it to the sidewalk safe. Thank you, Jesus. But I said all that to say, but that's somebody, baby, that could have been killed and they would have not known. It looked like he was coming from the library because he had a book and a book bag on. It looked like he was coming from the library because he came down the street, the sidewalk, they come out the library. But, whew, ain't nobody promised tomorrow, man. Tell the people that you love them right now. You know what I'm saying? Pick up the phone, call them, say, hey, I love you. I try to share that with y'all because little Timmy Rogers lived with the regret every day that he did not go see his daddy that was right across the bridge in South Carolina. I was going to Hinesville, Georgia every single weekend seeing my daughters, and I didn't just drive across the bridge to go every weekend. We'll go see Granddaddy next time. We'll go see Granddaddy next time. We'll go, and then Granddaddy died. Little Timmy Rogers live with that regret right now to this day. Don't live with that regret. Tell the people that you love them right now. Take advantage, man. Take advantage. And also, if you got the little fuzzy ones like 100 with Jasper, just go, I love you so much. I love you so much, Jasper. I love you. You're just the best, Jasper. Oh, I forgot the dreads. Oh, Jasper. I love you, Jasper. I love you. Hey, man. Yeah, he was a young kid. I don't know if he looked 11. I don't know if he looked 11. Yes, Hinesville. Yes, Hinesville. You know somebody in Hinesville? Are you a Hinesvillian? Are you a Hinesvillian? Yes. Walking and reading the book. Walking and reading the book. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm starting to sweat. I ain't want to show y'all my taco meat. Let me put my shirt back down. I appreciate y'all, man. We're gonna call it. We're gonna I see y'all in the morning at 9 o'clock for the overnight price action. Give yourself a brain break. Tell your loved ones you love them. I appreciate y'all, man. And before I go, if I made you some money, put one in the chat. They're just jokes, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow at 9 o'clock, man. I'm gone.